Very good evening. In this evening, I, Dr. Anand Kumar, convener of this webinar and special member of Social Development Federation. On behalf of Social Development Federation, we are welcome to all the participants, all the viewers who are seeing this program on YouTube channel. Now, today, at this beautiful evening, two eminent speaker with us with this online webinar. Professor Imphal Singh sir, he is a professor and head Department of Library and Information Sciences, Manipur University, Imphal. And another eminent speaker, Dr. Radhika Rani, madam. She is a head Department of Library and Information Science, Kakatiya University, Warangal. Uh, on behalf of Social Development Federation, I welcome to you, sir, and welcome to you, madam. Today, on the occasion of the Library Week, Social Development Federation is organizing a program on a very interesting topic, that is the green libraries, opportunity and challenges. So, with welcoming to all the our distinguished speakers and participants on behalf of Social Development Federation, I request to the Mr. BP Singh sir to for the welcome address of our eminent speaker and proceed the sessions. Mr. BP Singh sir.
Thank you, Dr. Anand Kumar. On the behalf of Social Development Federation, I heartily welcome to Professor Ibohal Singh sir, Dr. Radhika madam, and all our viewers on YouTube channels. On this occasion, National Week, Library Week, celebrate since the 1912. First time Sri I.B. Ramaiah recognized as an architecture of public library movement in India. He organized an All India Library meeting on 14 November 1912 first time, and later ILA declared as a National Library Week. After that, each and every year throughout the country, we celebrate the National Library Week to promote the library profession and reading activities away to our community about the library services. This time is the pandemic time, and during this time we face so many challenging in the physical mode, and we are going to virtual mode. In this occasion, we have selected the theme Green Library Services. Our two imitative experts speakers are here. Professor Ibohal Singh has a department of head in Manipur University. He has more than 20 years teaching experience in LIS field and very dynamic researcher in the field of library science. He has written more than 10 books and 100 articles in various peer-reviewed research journals. Second guest speaker is Dr. Radhika Rani from Calcutta University. He is very young and dynamic researcher in the field of library science. And now I request to Radhika ma'am, please deliver your valuable lectures to enhance the knowledge and awareness about the green library services in India. This is the very hot topic and very demanding topic in present scenario. I request to Dr. Radhika ma'am, please pursue your lectures. Radhika ma'am, please, welcome to you.
Very good evening, sir.
Good
On behalf of Kakatiya University and myself, I'm thankful to you all for giving me this opportunity to share my views regarding green libraries and opportunities and challenges. I profusely thank BP Singh Garu, who has requested me to deliver this lecture. Maybe I don't assume as a lecture, but I only wanted to share some views regarding green libraries. Of late, I have published a couple of papers through Kakatiya University in this regard, and I am heading the Department of Library and Information Science in Kakatiya University, and also in charge of University Library of Kakatiya University. So, straight away going to the topic that what we are doing. Could we share the PPT, sir? Is there a possibility to share the PPT? I'm not aware of this.
Yes, yes. Click on presents.
Click on.
Presents.
So I didn't get you, sir. Here I don't find the option, sir.
Both side presents before the inviting.
Present.
Bottom side of screen.
I find comment setting and cancel, sir.
You can see plus sign. Bottom side.
No, sir. I am unable to see anything. Just I don't know.
You are joining through laptop, either mobile.
Mobile, sir.
Okay. I think you are on the top side. Madam, on the top side you can see the three dots.
On the top, sir. Yes, sir.
Top side. You can see present anywhere.
I am unable
Plus
to see
sign.
that too.
Plus sign.
On the laptop, sir.
Yes.
Hello, could you hear me, sir?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Please,
Please give me a couple of
on your
moments.
webcam. Ma'am, please on your webcam.
Sir, please give me a couple of moments. Yes, sir. I am trying to join from the laptop. Please give me a couple of moments.
Yes, yes.
It's very slow. Sir, may I request the other sir to please continue so that I'll join meanwhile, sir?
Okay. And now I request to Professor Ibohal, sir. Sir. Professor Saab, you can listen me?
Yeah, sir.
Sir, please proceed your. I think Radhika ma'am facing some sharing problem.
Same problem, yeah, I am facing here also.
Nee. Yes, sir.
Now, is
Sir,
it visible?
your PPT visible.
Okay, now. So, respected Sir BP Singh, of Social Development Federation and Madam Speaker, all the viewers, listeners of this particular webinar organized by Social Development Federation.
Sir, please,
Uh,
please on your webcam camera. Yes, yes. Thank you, sir.
okay. This very beautiful evening, I am going to speak something about green librarianship as assigned by Professor BP Singh from Social Development Federation. Thank you, sir, for inviting me to be a part of the ongoing National Library Week. Very interesting topic, in fact. Let me just speak something, actually, an overview about green librarianship. And Madam also will, Radhika also, Radhika Rani will cover aspect on that. One a very simple thing. Uh, actually, green librarianship. Maybe like language and in design building, providing to its users an eco-friendly environment. In fact, I'm very concerned about the argument in peace, and how it is done.
Roland.
Sir, it is disturbing a lot.
Yes.
So there is some network issue sometimes.
Yes, yes. Sir.
Can you bear with me?
Now, sir, why is it clear?
Yeah, no. So green library sometimes is also known as sustainable library, and is a library built with environmental concerns in mind. It is known to all. Green library educate the public about environmental issues through their collections, sustainable, environmentally friendly facilities, and public library programs. These are very important aspects. Among other things, green libraries maximize the effects of nature and sunlight and nature and air flow in one sense. Green libraries are designed while taking into account site select
Radhika ma'am,
Yes, sir.
Oh, it's disturbing a lot, madam.
Yes, sir. The voice is breaking. Unable to hear you, actually.
Yeah.
Rival sir, if you facing network problem, please.
So, among other things, could you listen to me?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Please go ahead.
So, among other things, green libraries maximize the effects of nature and sunlight and nature and airflow in one sense. Green libraries are thoughtfully designed while taking into account site selection to structural design, energy used, materials used, and human health factors. So, green library has been defined in different perspectives by different authorities, by different sources. The online dictionary of library and information science has defined the term green library as green or sustainable libraries is a library which has been designed to minimize negative impact on the natural environment and maximize indoor environmental quality by means of careful site selection. I have mentioned earlier also use of natural construction materials and biodegradable products, conservation of resources like water, energy, paper, and responsible waste disposal, recycling, etc. Green library is also designed to minimize negative impact on the natural environment and maximize indoor environmental quality by means of careful site selection, use of natural construction materials and biodegradable products, conservation of resources, and responsible waste disposal. Why the library? Such type of green library is now. Why such type of library? New concept. So these are unique and connection with the people and community. And it has the ability to communicate with local businesses. Libraries again are people who can directly affect the changes. The world is always in constant mode of changes, and libraries are always ready to serve the people who can directly affect the changing scenario. Libraries are strong participants in sustainable solutions also. Green movements. Human beings began to change the environment to suit their requirements. The modern green movement began after 1960s as a result of industrial age due to increasing levels of smoke, pollution in the atmosphere, and growing waste. These are the contributing factors why we should have green movement, not only in other perspectives, but also in the purview of librarianship. As a result of this, in 1972, under the leadership of UNO, the United Nations Conference on the Human Environment, connected, commented, comments in Stockholm, Sweden. Their main motive was to create awareness towards environment, Thus, in the year 1990s, the green movement slowly invades the library world and is increasing its value till that. So here are some important features of green library. Let me just highlight. I have just briefly mentioned here. Number one is about proper location or most suitable site, use of natural, recycled and regionally available materials, use of reflective roof and ground, use of insulating windows, conservation of resources like water, energy, and paper. Even paper is also another factor. Use of energy efficient lighting, minimizing consumption, system for optimized cooling, suitable plantation both inside and outside of building, circulation of fresh and healthy air, use of environment friendly technology. Why green library? Global rise in temperature and increase in environmental degradation, it is very high. To control the environmental pollution and greenhouse gases, this is also one of the important contributing factors to play a greater role in combating the climate change. Nowadays, we are talking about climate emergency also. And if we can have green library system, then that will contribute something towards combating the much talking word that is climate emergency or climate change, to establish a new image of the library in the modern world. These are the reasons why we should have a green library. So there are some advantages. When there is a green library system, then there is possibility of low energy wastage, low maintenance, and it does not require high budget. And this library system is also user friendly, and it is in healthy environment too. Higher usability of resources, facilitate natural daylight inside the library building, comfort zone for both staffs and the users. In a green library system, there will certainly be comfort zone both for the working professional as well as the users community. And there is also at the same time greater role in conserving the environment. Sustainable library services to the users community can be delivered. The United States Green Library Council, Chicago Illinois Standards, Brown Green Standard, Indian Green Building Council Standards, Green Rating for Integrated Habitat Assessment. These are some of the important standards related to green library building. For India also, Indian Green Building Council standard is there. The United States Green Building Council, which is very popular, is a non-profit organization from the United States. This council has developed the leadership in energy and environmental design rating system in 2000. LEED is an ecology-oriented or eco-oriented something building certification program which judges building sustainability and certified them as silver, gold, platinum, depending on six major components. These six important components include selection of site, conservation of water and energy efficiency, material and resources, indoor air quality, innovation and design. And under LEED, buildings can be qualified in four levels of certification. So from 40 to 49, it is put under certified, 50 to 59 under silver category, 60 to 79 under gold, and 80 plus under platinum. Now, let us try to understand about the contribution made by some library professionals associations. Let me take up first the role of American Library Association towards green library system. In 1999 2000, ALA President Sarah Long initiated a project in cooperation with Global Learning of New Jersey. This project was known as Libraries Building Sustainable Communities. It's a milestone in the journey of Green Library Initiative. Sustainability Roundtable, which was established in 2013 midwinter meeting with a with a stated purpose to provide a forum for ALA members to exchange ideas and concerns regarding sustainability in order to move forward a more equitable, healthy, and emotionally viable society. Another important aspect is this purpose is to provide resources for the library community to support sustain, sustainability through curriculum development, collection, exhibits, events, advocacy, education, and library building and space design. There is also some important contributions made by ISO, International Organization for Standardization. This organization has developed ISO 1402 and ISO 14024. This is regarding establishment of principles and procedures for environmental levels. And this should be followed by eco levelers for the certificate of declarations. IFLA also has recently initiated certain award related to Green Library. It is called Green Library, IFLA Green Library Award. This award was established way back in 2016 by the Environmental Sustainability and Libraries Special Interest Group of IFLA. The award was sponsored by the Greater Publishing Company. The award is 5,500 euros for the first place winner. Like this, IFA is taking a very important role to increase the policy planners, decision makers related to library development towards having green library system. Role of librarian in green library. This is very important for the working professionals in different library systems. The librarian working in a green library environment may be called as green librarian. So there is another term, green librarian. So his or her role will be in different perspectives. First one is related to encouragement given to the users, particularly to use e-books, e-journals, etc., which can work as space for sharing tools. Undertaking practices like making soft copies, microfilming of old and first books, and by weeding out of old and outdated books, using different electronic and online media tools for communications, working under eco library system and identifying people who are willing to work in such type of environment, promoting green library tools, techniques, and encouraging others to encouraging other librarians towards green library in research, seminars, conferences, and any sort of workshops using green furniture and other biodegradable materials very valuable when we talk about sustainability of the library system as well as greenery of the library system. Using
I think network problem is too difficult. Radhika ma'am, you can see the slide presentation. Unmute yourself.
I'm unable to see his presentation.
Okay. Unable to. Bottom
Maybe that's
side,
why.
after the setting.
Yeah, now I am able to see, sir.
List of
Okay, okay,
California,
okay.
USA, Crawford Branch Library, Public Library, Canada. And some of the initiatives taken up in India about green libraries may be mentioned about initiatives taken up by Anna Centenary Library, Chennai, NIT Silchar, Paramakar Library, Lada, Delhi University Library System, Kolkata University Library, Karnataka University Library, Madras, Mumbai, and Bangalore University. Sorry, Bangalore University Library. Some tips from librarian stacks. Use of signal lights instead of tube lights reduce power expense. This is very important parameter when we talk about green library system. Use of e-books and journals to save paper and plates. Many libraries are using it. Use of eco-friendly pens, bulbs to reflect more light. Laptops use less electricity than desktop versions. It is quite understood to all of us. Turning off lights and fans in the library when not required. Reasonably was the incentive for the libraries following green initiatives. So let me conclude with the saying that there is no doubt in future that world adopt the concept of sustainability library and have the sense which is necessary. It is high time to consider the concept of feed green to read green seriously. Green is the fence.
Sir, again, unable to hear him, sir.
I was also facing the network issues.
Could be, sir. Could be.
I think he is sitting inside the room. Restart. Now I request to today our next guest speaker, Professor Radhika. Ma'am, please continue your session.
Yes, sir. I'm sharing my screen, sir.
Yes, 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 sure, ma'am.
Are you able to see, sir?
Yes, yes, ma'am. Your audible are very nice. Yes, your PPT visible.
Yes, sir. As you know, green libraries and opportunities and challenges, the topic that has been given to me. And I thank the Social Development Federation for giving me this opportunity. And in fact, Professor Abul Singh sir has told many things regarding the green libraries. But I would like to start and tell one issue, sir. Uh, See, the opportunities and challenges and about green libraries, anyhow, we are going to speak. But one thing I would like to say that libraries work as a gateways of knowledge and aptly are suitable for disseminating the idea of sustainability and stand out as an example and serving as an ideal model anyways. So today modern libraries should incorporate certain green elements in their operations. When I say they should, I always believe that they have already done, because green practices have been a buzzword in almost every field. The libraries are part of their mission and maintain a rich human experience in the varied forms and endow with the duty of passing it from generation to generation. In this itself, we are almost into environmentally green collection. That means one book is loaned multiple times. That itself is something like we are a part of green movement. Fine. So here, this is the outline of my presentation. Okay.
Click on next, madam.
So yeah. Can you hear, sir? Can you see this now, sir?
Yes.
We are already
You
a
are,
part of green movement. That's just I
you,
just wanted to. Sir, you're telling me something?
you can click on next slide.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm doing that. Can you see my slide, sir? The changed
Yes.
slide? Yes.
No
So
changes. First slide.
it's on the first slide itself.
Yes.
Okay, I
You
have
can
moved
show.
it.
You can go on slide show mode.
Yes, sir. I am already on that. The features of Green Library, I'm showing that. Can you see the slide, sir?
Next slide not show here. Only first slide show here. No. No. Okay.
Okay. Is it okay now, sir?
Yes. Yes. Please go ahead.
Yes. Yes, sir. So I just wanted to tell that the word green itself is an important context for healthy survival. But anyways, when we talk about green libraries, it's about the environment friendly or eco library that we are talking about. And sir was also telling about sustainable libraries, which should be designed, built, or renovated, or operated, or reused in ecologically or resource efficient manner. So when we talk about green libraries, usually we say about the sustainable site location, or the conservation of resources, or energy efficient, sustainable plantation, or proper ventilation, circulation of air, and environment friendly ICT that we are trying to use. So usually there are some norms and there are some standards regarding the site location, library building, and all. So, at an extent, we should also think about use of natural, recycled, and locally available material as far as possible, and conservation of resources like paper, energy, water. I think many of the libraries are already following certain practices. We'll talk about those. Use of energy efficient lighting and minimizing the consumption to maximum extent, and sustainable variety of plantation both inside and outside the library building, and also see that there's a circulation cross ventilation of fresh and healthy air, and use of environmentally friendly ICT. So when we are talking about a sustainable library, first of all we need to recognize about not only reducing the waste but also maximizing the resource efficiencies. But at the same time, we should be able to recognize certain best practices, innovate solutions doesn't exist. Innovate when solutions doesn't exist. And we should also think about the 3 R's: reduce, recycle the waste and inefficiencies. So we should adopt ourselves and rethink and embrace new habits. So that simple thought process of adapting ourselves to or new thinking itself is a matter of, I think, the idea of practicing the green concepts. So And at the same time, as Sir was telling about the IFLA awards and all, here we can measure and also celebrate the progress. So one of the things that what we can do in our sustainable practices that present society meets its needs without depleting and damaging the natural resources. So, one extent we should practice certain good practices, and at the same time, we should also think about the needs of the future generations. So, sustainability means meeting the needs of the community at the same time, the needs of future generations are also met by preserving the natural resources for the future. So both we are more responsible. So how do we do that? So one is to create awareness of the green libraries. So some of the things that we can practice is create awareness about green libraries, create an environmental awareness among the people, use of modern technology to reduce the library expenses as well as greenhouse emission, adopt with modern technology in libraries and give green services to our users, promote green practices in almost all library services. So here, this is the Green Library Movement, simple history of Library Movement. Right from 1987 onwards, people started thinking with the pioneer of United Nations, and till date there are so many declarations and some sort of contributions, or on and off people are thinking about how to be environmental sustainability, how we should be committed to environmental sustainability, and they are thinking to include it in higher education, educate people right from schooling to the university level. And even like we are also part of Talarist declaration, and in almost in we are presently 30 universities from India have signed for the association for promoting sustainability in campuses and communities. So how can we do sustainable practices in library services? One is the building environmental friendly things and the usage of efficient equipments, but apart from that, sustainable practices in library services as well. How do we do that? Like sustainability in library practices, like not only tasked with building, preserving, or providing access or sharing the resources, okay, then equal access, intellectual freedom, or all these things, like librarians can are skilled in managing shared, common, and public collection within the scope of limited funding and resources. And like up like what how can we do certain library practices we can go for, like application of membership, right from little things. Application of membership can be made online, or card catalog may be moved to a pack anyways, and online services can be provided with the use of web 2.0 technologies. E-receipts can be provided instead of paper receipts wherever it is necessary, and laptops which use less electricity than desktop versions can be used, or even the electronic equipments in the library with the latest star rating can be used. Old electricity consuming equipments can be changed with the new star rated products, and outdated appliances should be replaced, or maybe the solar panels can be placed in the library building, or creating a solar energy. So in other words, what I would like to say is right from every aspect we should be able to, like libraries and librarians, all those working in libraries, the library system as a whole are called upon to position themselves as the ambassadors of green practices. In this way, I would like to say that the agenda to the 2030 agenda is like we should be an exemplars, educators, and enablers of this green uh, practices, or maybe the ambassadors of green libraries. So when we talk about these things, it is not about only the green building and green equipments, but um, it is about the green office principles, sustainable library services, social sustainability, like providing good education, literacy, community engagement, cross cultural diversity, or social inclusion, or overall participations are also considered as a part of green practices. So, we should the libraries should work actively to reduce this inequality, environmental management. So, we should be a part of environmental goals which are smart, specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time bound, and commitment to general environmental goals and programs. So, we can take some examples of when we talk about how these green practices are being followed by many small countries to bigger countries, like even in Germany or in Australia, the libraries are including Croatian libraries, are working towards sustainable future, like supporting the which support the libraries and the library information professionals to lead through promoting awareness, providing evidence-based information, supporting adaptation, and helping to mitigate the impact of most vulnerable in our society. So, like for example, in some countries they are going, let's go green. They are trying to emphasize certain period of time that we will go green, or some they are trying to educate. Say, in Ukraine, they have a program called Garbage Hero. Here what they are trying to do, that particular program says to educate eco thinking, caring for natural resources, or in certain libraries they are following, like we know even in India today we have hybrid libraries, fine. So here they are trying to introduce elderly people who are not that digital savvy people. They are trying to train them to digital library world, like media boxes, or trying to provide some digital literacy so that they use less paper, or trying to encourage OER projects, open educational resources projects. And even the smallest country like Finland has recognized the green education should be provided and training should be provided. The Finnish Libraries Association is aware that the role of libraries is to fight against the climate change, and the libraries included in the Finnish national, like this is a sort of movement that they have taken up. So green culture, and we should be part of educators of green practices. So one thing is we can be a part of example, like practicing certain green practices, and at the same time creating awareness or educating people. Like we can create a program called Green Culture Desk, which has its many institutions or people coming with like how to change green transformation, and try to educate people regarding how they can practice green concepts. So here, like when we talk about the library professionals in little ways, maybe we can think about how we can use eco-friendly paints in the library, or use of plastic material or toxic material, less use or completely it can be avoided in the library premises, and try to use biodegradable products, or can see for the natural ventilation or natural lighting, or green rooftops can be taken care. Wooden furniture can be used instead of steel furniture. Special types of glasses can be used in green buildings so that it is energy efficient, etc. See, if you can see the slide, it says the space saving social networking tools can be used by the green librarians, eco library, green initiatives can be taken up, renewable energy resources can be used, economic friendly material has to be used. So, here, if we can really think about whatever we are practicing, we have consciously, if we start thinking, already 30 to 40% we are practicing green practices. First we should recognize what are the green practices we already are following, and if we can list out, that will be more encouraging for us to go for the concept called green practices in the libraries. So I would like to say that we should support green library initiatives, but at the same time, in the process of including the green library initiatives or bringing that practices into library, we should not go uh, outbound to like too many of plants or too much of greenery in the library. Sometimes the material in the library also would be damaged. So to an extent, we should frame a green policies in the library so that according to that, we considerably become the examples of green practices and educate people, and maybe we should be able to enable to practice the green library initiatives. So these are the few, and at the same time we should, that skill development programs also should be conducted so that people get awareness about it. Sir, hello, hello,
Yes, yes.
sir.
Yes. Thank you, madam. Thank you. Very, very nice lectures.
Thank you, sir. If somebody has any questions, they can please come up with the questions, sir.
Just waiting.
I think they can share in the chat if they have any questions.
Yes, sir. Madam, your lecture is very wonderful. No question here.
Thank you, sir.
And each and every information is very clear from initiative to planning and feature of green library. Also, what need for green library, circulation of air, sustainable plantations, proper location, sustainability, green library movement. You have already explained that it was not new. It is a movement starting since 1987, and
Yes.
library building also as per the standard. You have also covered the green librarians job, space saving, social networking tools, also green initiative making in the world on the major levels also cover in India. So I think your session is very wonderful, and it has already very too much useful and informative sessions. Now I heartily thanks on the behalf of Social Development Foundation to deliver the very wonderful lecture and accepting our invitation, madam, within
Thank you,
the
sir.
short period. And really, it was very great pleasure that you can hear with us.
Thank you, sir. I believe
Yes.
the participants could have got some insights. In fact, my submission or my simple humble submission to all of the people who are hearing here, that when we say green concepts or green initiatives or green practices or sustainable library, it is not a new concept. And moreover, we can practically we know that almost all libraries are having the shortage of manpower and all. See, again, this new concepts is going to burden them. It's not like that, but already we are into that. We practice that, and when we practice, many people can already can follow. Only thing is, first we should recognize that what are the few practices which are already we are following. If we can list out that, probably we can come up and say that yes, we are already following. Hence, we are a part of Green Library movement. So, thank you.
Actually, some users understand about the green library just like a digital library, but you can elaborate in different way. And I hope that we can understand green library specialize different and new
Yes,
concept, and it is very environmental friendly.
yes, sir.
I think almost viewers are comment here very excellent and useful session, ma'am. And thanks to hearted wishes for your next lectures and very nice presentation. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, madam. On the
Thank you,
behalf
sir.
of Social Development Fund, now this webinar going to end, and thanks again, ma'am.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much.